everyone, welcome back to Transform with Tori. I am just super excited today because I'm going to be sharing with y'all the mindful strategies that I've learned and that I implement to help me eat more mindfully, and that will hopefully help you be more present whenever you eat your food. So without further ado, let's get started. The difference between mindful eating and mindless eating. Mindful eating is when you are fully in the present moment and immersed in the experience of the joy of eating and the gift of eating. You fully taste your food, you feel satisfied, you feel full enough, and you have that energy, you have that boost to go out into the world and do your thing. When you are mindlessly eating, you are doing the opposite. You have distractions going around. You may be thinking about the emails that you have, the tasks that you need to complete, or even how the day went. You may be really thinking about what that person said to you and, ooh, that didn't make you feel so good. Well, to eat mindfully, the only thing that should be on is your attention to the food, which that includes no phones, no TV. You really need to turn off all of those distractions. Even especially with preparing your food, you'll just notice things that you didn't notice before. The sounds of opening up packages, or the sizzling on the pan, or even the smells that start to infuse your kitchen. And that will also tie into the start of mindful eating, is really being aware of the smells that are present in your environment. Preparation of food is just as important as eating. So your phone shouldn't be in the kitchen. I mean, you can make a little peaceful experience with maybe putting on a few calming tunes in the background. They shouldn't be too loud to where you can't hear your food being made. I'm starting to watch The Circle, and that show is so addicting. I will literally watch episode after episode. I am guilty. I have totally been there and done that. I'm just so immersed into like the drama and wanting to know who is going to be blocked. I don't know what it is about watching strangers come on television and texting each other, but I don't know. I'm just into it. That really can take away from your mindful eating experience. So just turn it off for now. I swear the shows, the movies, your text, and all of the emails will still be there. This is just your time to really either connect with those who are eating with you, or you being with yourself and with your food. Once you've prepared your food, you've got it all beautifully and kindly made onto your plate with love, then you go to your seat and you ask yourself which hunger you are feeling. Is it eye hunger? Is just the sight of the food making you want to eat it right then and there? Is it nose hunger? Are the smells increasing your desire to eat? What about mouth hunger? Are you getting more saliva and just wanting to taste the beautiful and delicious food right then and there? Or what about ear hunger? Does the sound of the food while you are preparing your food and during eating, while you chew, does that make you want to eat more? And there's stomach hunger as well. Does your stomach feel empty, or was it growling beforehand? Does it need to eat now? Or it could be your heart hunger. That ties in with emotional hunger. How are you feeling at the moment? Does your feelings make you want to eat more? Are you feeling happy, sad, overwhelmed, stressed? And then you also have cellular hunger. Depending on if you are deficient in any type of nutrients, whether that be vitamins, protein, or veggies, your cells can be screaming at you to eat a particular kind of food. So pay attention to that as well. And you also have mind hunger. I know for me, I have a battle inside my head, that sometimes can be judging of the kinds of food that I'm choosing. Really pay attention to what your mind is telling you about the certain kind of food, but don't get too caught up in the negativity that I know that for me, I just have a negative cycle around food right now and obsessive thoughts around food. It's really important for me to tend to my mind hunger. So that being said, with all of your hungers that you have, it's really crazy because each one of them, if one is not satisfied, say your ear hunger, then maybe that means that instead of eating food, that you should go outside and hear the chirping of birds. Or maybe you're craving music instead of food. And what you can do is play music for eating and see if you're already satisfied. Our mind can trick us into thinking that you are hungry when really another part of your body needs tending to. So if it's eye hunger, maybe you haven't been outside. Maybe you haven't got the chance to really experience the beauty of nature in a long time, and you've been glued to a screen for a while, and all of a sudden you're feeling that need to feel satisfied, and so you just think, oh, let me just go to the pantry. That makes me feel good. Really, you can just step outside on your porch, see the beautiful skies, see the beautiful colors of all of the trees for a few minutes, taking a little walk, and then you come back inside and you don't feel so hungry anymore. With each of these hungers, depending on which one feels hungry, you can really satisfy them in a different way. If you're still not satisfied, then you could be really hungry. And especially with like emotional hunger, if you're the one to be an emotional eater like myself, if you're feeling anxious or sad, maybe you should start journaling out your feelings instead of going to the pantry and getting to the bottom of why you're feeling that way in the first place, instead of wanting to numb those feelings and avoiding them, and come to terms with the realities of how you're feeling, because then that is how you really heal, instead of always wanting to have the pantry be your place to heal. Because I know that food is not the answer to everything, because when I read that in this mindful eating book that I read over the summer, I was just blown away. I had no idea that I was being fooled by my mind. My mind was playing tricks on me. Ask yourself those questions, just do a really quick check-in, and then after that, you can take some time and take a moment of gratitude and really thank the food that is on your plate and is about to give you nutrients and serve you for good. And so you can just take a moment and say, I thank this food, whatever you have, for providing me with nutrients today that is going to give me energy. Something like that. Thank your food. And this is the time to really think about where your food has come from before this. Where did it come from before the pantry, before the store? How did it grow? How did it make its way into this earth that is now going to be in your body? Think of those connections, and that'll really tie you into mindful eating as well. Now this one is just super crazy, and I know that I was shocked when I found this out, but you should really be taking 15 to 30 bites of your food. Yes, I said that right. And this will really allow you to notice the textures that are changing. Does it feel tough or hard or soft? How are they changing, and how are the flavors changing as you eat? And the more that your food stays in your mouth, the more flavors that you will get in the experience. Also, if you take more bites, it will signal to your stomach that you are full, and that will help you avoid overeating. And also what you should do is take pauses after each bite. You should take hella pauses after each bite. This goes in with checking in with yourself. So as you pause, you can really ask yourself if you're still hungry and are you feeling satisfied? That's what's happening in between those bites. After each bite, you should take those pauses, check in with yourself. You should put your utensils down. I know that when I was little, I used to hold my cup in my hand, hold my fork or spoon, and literally eat like this and never let them go. Like, I would just hold it like my life depended on it. I don't know why. I just thought that they would disappear for some reason. So I was like, they need to be in my hand. It's really important to set those utensils down, set your cup down so that you can take those pauses, and it'll help you take those pauses. Another thing that you can try is to eat with your non-dominant hand. I know that it will force you to eat more slowly. It may feel awkward and weird at first. It will definitely help you eat more mindfully. Try this at restaurants, try this at home. Tell me how it goes, because you're so used to just, eating with your dominant hand that you can just fly through your food. This will help you eat more slowly and help you feel fuller. And the very last one is to stop eating when you're 80% full, not 100%. And that's what I always thought, is that you needed to really fill your belly and feel that food baby. That's a no-no, because honestly, after doing that, I feel so sluggish. I just want to sit on the couch all day. I don't want to move. I ate until my tummy doesn't feel good, and I pop those heartburn medicines or Tums, and I don't want to live on Tums or heartburn medicine all my life. That's not how food should make you feel. You should feel more energized. You should have a quick boost of energy to really finish your day strong and get your day started on a positive note instead of wanting to just lay in bed all day, because trust me, I have been there, and we learned it as we were kids, but we tended to forget how to eat mindfully because just other things kicked in, and we became more and more stressed, more and more involved with technology as we got older. Taking those pauses and doing those check-ins will really help you know when you feel satisfied enough to where you're not going to feel sluggish and just hurt on the inside. And now I'm going to do a little mindful activity with y'all. You can grab any food, really, maybe a little pretzel or raisin. It could be a grape. Just have enough for just one bite. So I'll give you all a few seconds to do that, and then we will start this mindful activity. I have my pretzels here. I'm just gonna do one. Make sure all the distractions are out and turned off, and ask yourself, which hunger are you feeling? Is it eye hunger? Is it nose hunger when you really put the food right next to you? Is it mouth hunger, cellular hunger, mind hunger, heart hunger, stomach hunger? When you look at this food, what is more pronounced right now? For me, it's definitely mouth and eye hunger. Before you start digging in, take a moment of gratitude. I am grateful for these pretzels that are about to give my body the nutrients that it needs. And take one up. If it's in a bag, maybe give it a little whiff. So get your nose involved. Really feel the food. Feel a lot of salt, and it's smooth on the edges and rough as well. And the shape and the color, take it all in. And when you put it in your mouth to chew, make sure to chew 15 to 30 bites. Ready? And go. Wow. So I noticed that the pretzel was really, really, really salty at first, and then it changed to more of a sweet taste. And with the texture, it was really hard and tough, and then it became softer and softer as I chewed. That was really amazing, and I feel like even with just one bite, it's just like a reminder that I need to be doing this every single time that I eat, because I had so much flavors that I just experienced. And that's what it's all about, is really having that appreciation for your food and really getting those wonderful flavors that are in your food and not missing out on them. Because when you eat mindlessly, sorry to tell you, but you're going to be missing out on all those amazing flavors that you just cooked or that you just bought at that restaurant. So really take the time to slow down, because you should really be eating for 20 minutes. So the next time that you eat, set a timer and see how long it takes to eat your food. And then for the next time, see if you can do it for 20 minutes or longer. Another little strategy that you can do is put a sticky note somewhere around your table and say, eat mindfully. And every single time you look at that sticky note, it'll be like, oh, eating too fast, or oh, have that distraction on, gotta turn off the TV. Just a daily reminder for you to be immersed in the joy and gift of eating so that you can really feel satisfied. You know, this is just a journey. I will slip and fall, I know that. But it's just the fact of getting back up and trying again the next day, trying again for the next meal. It's not going to be a perfect ride, but if you're willing to take that on and be willing to practice and try again, then I promise you, it'll be worth it, because you're going to have these strategies and these tools to really get you to where you want your eating habits to be. And I believe in y'all. I challenge y'all to try any one of these strategies that I mentioned and to try to eat mindfully on your next meal. And if you love it, if you love what it did for you and your experience of eating, do it again and again and again and again. I hope that you learned something from this video, and I hope that it will help you eat more mindfully in the future. I will see y'all in the next video. Yeah.